Welcome and good morning. It's beautiful Friday, 7:30 a.m. This is a Wake Up Elixir, Morning Elixir, and tuning in. For those who are new, I am LindaJBlack. I'm your host this morning. We are going to take a regular class to do more harmony and balancing today. We'll start with some breath work and move into some postures, lying down starting first off, and then standing postures, okay? So thank you for joining me. Sitting up nice and tall on the edge of your blanket, or if you don't have a blanket, sit bones pressing into the floor. Plug into the earth here. This is an earthing mudra. The thumb is touching the pinky and ring finger and extending out to lift up. Inhale and exhale. Let go of any worry, stress that might be clouding your vision at the moment. You know, we wake up, these twilight hours are the hours to set an intention, set your mind up for what you want to promote in your life. And if we're promoting fear, anxiety, worry right off the bat, there's a check-in with the breath and say, I'm here. I am here now. Breathing in, noticing that my breath can help calm the nervous system. And when you stay with the breath, counting, you can rewire or retune the mind to behave in a way that's more in harmony with your own true nature and also healing. So we have an elixir of hormones, processes, cells, gut bacteria, all residing in the body that are working hard to keep us strong and healthy, our immune system. And we can hinder that when we're out of sorts in the mindset. So if we're consciously thinking and worrying and stressing, there is something you can do, and that is just tune into the breath. We'll just say that. Tuning into the breath. We're also plugging into the earth. Earthing signature or mudra here keeps you steady, stable. And the earth and her abundance, she's shaking things up right now for sure. I think it's a way for us in COVID-19 times to particularly pay attention to how we are managing our mood and our mind as we move through our day and as things unfold. So this is what we do have control over. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel any stuck tension, immobility, or digression in the body. Let's just tune in for a moment. Is there pain in the knee, in the hip, in the shoulder, in the neck? Where are you feeling? And what is that feeling there to show you? So rather than thinking my body hurts, it's my body is speaking to me. Am I listening? Breathe in that area. TLC today, tender loving care, for those areas that really need it. I'm feeling some low back from travel, from some really long travel. Low back also, you know, is our community support. And, you know, we've lost some community, and I have experienced loss of community, tribe, and being in person with people teaching. So that may have something to do with it. So I'm just paying attention to what my low back is saying and how it's playing out, and how I can be more careful and caring and loving it to myself and to my low back. So you tune in and see where there is some healthy respect and honoring that can happen in your own body. And then just take the arms overhead as you breathe in towards the sky, and then breathe out, coming back down, peace fingers to the earth. Inhale, overhead. Exhale down to the earth. Inhale, overhead. And exhale to the earth one more time. Really reaching. How are our shoulders feeling? How's the neck feeling? Let's bring the hands to the knees and take a breath in through the nose and a breath out through the mouth with a wave-like action. So we undulate through the spine, promoting a healthy spine. Let's speed it up just slightly. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last one. Breathe in, hook the fingers, press the palms to the sky, elongate through the side body. Exhale to the right, palm down, extending up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left, up and over. Inhale, center, lengthen through the side body. Now, as you're here, I'm doing Kali mudra. So just point your fingers together, thumbs crossed or not crossed. You choose, extending up. And then pull the ribs in, look inward. So we get more length and support in the back area. And pull the shoulders broad, chest lifted. And really extend upward. Now you're going to exhale and bring the hands to the back of the head. The back, not the base of the spine or the top of the head, but right in the back, and press the head into the hands until you feel alignment of the back of the head and the spine. If we're doing this well, or toning, you'll feel right behind the heart some musculature there. I want to pay attention to that muscle today. So pressing the head back, retracting the chin, we're not tipping it back, pressing back. And then extend. Again, try to hold that energy. Arms overhead. Yeah, arms are tingling, and there's a lot of strength behind the heart. It's a big wake up, and you're going to feel it. Over to your right. Big upward and over, stretch, half moon, hand behind the head, press all the way back and reach the elbow up to the sky. As you plug the left sit bone into the earth, elbow reaches up, and we get fantastic opening here. Now take the arm overhead again, twist slightly open towards the sky. As you inhale, exhale, rotate towards the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, open. Most of this movement is done through the lower half of the torso. So the waistline is moving. My arm is steady. It's not really doing the work. Okay, so the arm's not doing the work. Then come back up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen over to the right. Same thing here. We'll stretch out long, and we have this tendency to drop the head forward. Here, we'll pull the shoulder blade back, bend the elbow so you're reaching behind the head, then press the head straight back until you feel more energy opening sensation all along the right side body. Breathe in, breathe out. Press until the back of the head is in line with the spine. We're bringing the two in sync to each other. Then release the arm. Inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, look towards the floor. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, towards the floor. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale. Inhale, looking straight forward, come all the way back up. Palms together overhead, serpentine, the spine elongating. So just opening up the side body, and then we'll twist to the right. Left hand to the right thigh, right hand comes behind. Inhale, only the head moves forward. So we're doing some looks. The head's going to go all the way as far as it can possibly go. And on your exhale, you're turning it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Being mindful of your own range of motion, not going beyond what is healthy for you. Turn all the way back to center, the shoulders, torso, arms overhead, and switch to the other side. So we slice the right hand to the left thigh, left hand comes behind. I'm still on a comfy blanket here, so if that's helpful for you to keep the spine elevated, use your blanket. Inhale forward, exhale looking back. Inhale, turn and look forward. Exhale back. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward, torso, shoulders, back to center in a circumduction. So we'll take this to the right. Big circles. So we're awaking up the whole spine today. Make this circle a little bit smaller. We're going to keep the head. So you can see my head is just moving around in a circle. I'm going to try to keep the head still and just move the center belly. And speed that up. Now, take a 10, 9, really working the abdomen. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Breathe in and breathe out. Start to feel the Manipura, the third chakra, wake up. We'll go the other direction. This helps the side hip, our QL muscle release. Fascia holds tension, so the connective tissue that surrounds all our muscles tends to get tight, dehydrated at night. So we are working the fascia to release some of that stiffness. Now, hold the head still and move just the circular motion from the center and speed it up. We'll take this 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side to side movement, just the rib cage. And to accentuate it, we'll take the arms out. Side, side, side. Use your oblique to pull back to center. So if I move to the right, I'm using my left oblique to pull me back to center. And then both obliques move me to the other side, and I use the right oblique. The side, side. Really getting into these muscles that hold their rib in place or hold our internal organs in place and awakening them. Arms are shoulder height. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Shoulder roll forward, up, back and down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're going to switch which leg is forward and start with a Nadi Shodhana breath, where we take peace fingers to the forehead, third eye, the thumb covering the right nostril. Breathe out through the left. So alternate nostril breathing is just that. We're alternating which nostril is open. Breathe in through the left. Pause at the top. Switch sides. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause. Exhale through the left. Now we'll speed it up slightly. So inhale through the left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. With a head nod, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Ten more rounds. One full round is starting on the right or left and ending on the left. That was 1. 2, inhale, exhale. 3. Slow it down if you get mixed up. It does take a little practice. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. Last one. Release, breathe in, hold at the top, take Mula Bandha, so pelvic floor lift, squeeze, hold, 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 and release. Both the breath and the Mula Bandha, pelvic floor tightening. And we'll take this onto your back. So I'm moving the blanket aside. On the back, draw the knees into the chest and exhale the air out. Place the feet on the floor. And we'll start with some work in this area of the belly and the spine, arms down to your side. Pressing down through the feet, lift the hips. So we feel a bridge posture. And lower. This time with a block. So if you have something to place underneath the sacrum, a block or something handy, you'll lift and then slide the block underneath and lower the sacrum onto the block. Then press back into the back of the head as we did before, elbows into the mat, and roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Then I'm going to rest the arms at my side and draw the right knee into the chest. So hugging the knee into the chest, rotate through the ankle. Right ankle, take it in the other direction. It's important to keep the heart lifted, the chest lifted, not sinking. I'm holding myself up with one foot, back of the head, and the shoulders. And now we're going to take the other foot to the sky. So left leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. So we have the support of the block. If you don't have a block, you can also just do this regular. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So it would look the same but without the block. One more time, lifting. Exhale, bring the heel all the way down to the earth. And pause. Draw knee in. And then release both feet back down to the floor. Breath in, breath out. We'll take the other side. Left knee comes into the chest. Hug the knee close to the rib. Rotate through the ankle. And I'm checking in on you guys via my cell phone. And then release, or go the other direction. Yeah, let's make sure I don't have any questions. And take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do that one more time. Full range of motion, hip flexor opening. And you can bend the knee here to get the heel to come to the floor. And then slide the heel forward so you get as much stretch. We're pushing the thigh bone down and opening up the hip flexor. The low back gets a really nice stretch, and oh, that feels, it's a little tender for me, but it feels great. And bring both knees back down to the earth. Lift the hips and remove the block. Coming all the way back down. We'll take the block between the shins now. Hands behind the base of the skull, interlacing the fingers. Knees over the hips. So I'm just making a 90-degree angle, essentially. I'm going to let the heels come towards me more, and the knees just directly over the hips. Lifting head, neck, and shoulder. Press the low back into the mat. You can feel that support, the connection of the low back pressing into the floor. As you lower the toes down, keep the pressure. So we're really toning the muscle on the way down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tone the navel towards the spine. And keep the low back pressing down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, press, 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 press. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, keep that pressing. So in this way, we're working the abdominals in an eccentric way versus trying to crunch here and do the movement here. It's the energetic movement is on the way down. So we're doing 10. That's already 7, 8, 9, and you should be feeling it. One more. Exhale. Always take a break when you feel it in your low back. That means your belly has given out. So another way to do this, if you'd like to go a little deeper, is to slide the feet forward and then come back. And as you do this, keeping the low back to the mat, you tighten the transverse abdominals and the rectus abdominal. Okay. And I'll just show a couple of those. Good, bring it back in. Keeping the block in between the knees, you'll take the feet to the floor. Head down, arms to your side, lift back into our bridge pose. Holding bridge, squeeze the blocks now with your knees. This is a little narrower stance. So my block's a little narrower. My feet are parallel. I'm squeezing the block. And now, if you'd like, reach the right leg forward and just hold. The stamina now is in the hamstring, contracting and pulling the heel towards you. 2 and 1, squeeze the block. Release the foot to the floor and the other sides now. So left leg extends forward, holding for a few breaths here, probably 3. Calm and collected, cool. And then bring that foot back down to the floor. Exhale, release the hips all the way down to the earth. So we'll do a second move for the abdominals, one that was shown to me by Anna Forrest and one of my favorite. 4 more of the side body. So this is a slow motion bicycle. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And we're going to keep the angle here in the knee at about a 90. As you twist, you bring your right elbow to left knee and then taking the right leg out. So just opposing elbow towards the knee. I'm not touching, and I don't need to touch. What I'm doing is lifting that shoulder blade off the ground. Holding, now come back to center. Keep the shoulder blades off the ground. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to right. It's not fast. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist and hold. The strengthening is in the hold. Inhale back to center. Full, long, deep breaths. Exhale to your right. Inhale back to center. Yes, we're only doing 5. That's already 2 each side. And we should be feeling it right now. Inhale back to center. Definitely need to do more of these. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. On round 4, exhale as you twist. Inhale, center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, center. On the last round, take a break when necessary. Exhale, twist. Keep the shoulder blades high. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Shoulder blades high. And release all the way back down. Okay. Well, I don't know if you didn't feel that. Let's take a tutorial after class. See me after class. So stretch the legs forward. The thumbs are hooked, and I'm extending all the way overhead. Opening up the belly. Turning over, I'm going to flip like a pancake. So I'll just take one leg and shift the hips, roll over to the side. I'm going to check my microphone is still on. Yes. And come to the back side. Laying the forehead to the mat. We're going to start with just some simple movements of the legs. So the hips are steady, ribs are down, and we'll bend the knees in. Inhale, exhale, top of the shin down. Inhale, flex the feet come in, exhale, back down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. So your forehead is resting on your hands or on the mat, whatever's comfortable. Your arms can be to the side. It really doesn't make a difference. So we're going to take the alternating leg. So right leg lifts and lower. Left leg lifts and lower. I'm not raising it very high. It's maybe just a couple of inches. Keeping the opposite leg anchored. Alternating. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And again. And one more round here. Okay. Notice where the tension, where you feel the energy, what's working, and now juxtapose that with both legs lifting. You may start to feel this a little bit higher up. Perhaps some of this musculature in the low back is working. Glutes are working, the top of the glute working. This is a great way to tone the muscles of the glutes and the posterior chain. So that action, very healthy. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're doing 6. Doing these in 6s. Lift and lower. And one more time. Both legs are lifting. And exhale, lower. Now we'll do just the torso. So the top of the feet stay into the floor. The arms come to your side, palms down. Inhale, raise. Head, neck, and shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the back. Now, as you exhale, you're just going to rotate the head to one side if that feels good. Okay, that's hard for your neck. Just bring the forehead to the mat. Or do your best. Inhale, and now look the other direction. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It's already 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 5. One more. Do you feel this energy in a different way? Are we paying attention to what's working? Both legs and torso raising up. Exhale, turned one side, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Arms raise, head raise, shoulders, legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Very good. Shake the hips side to side. We're going to stay on our belly for one moment. Bring the elbows underneath you and rest your forehead on the left arm, bending your right knee. Catch the foot and press the top of the knee into the mat as you draw the heel towards the glute. Hold. And relax any tension in the face, neck, shoulder. Release any tension in the low back. Tone the navel. And for those of you who are touching the heel to the glute, you may want to come up a little bit so you're across the mat and then draw the heel in. My low back's not in love with that today, so I'm going to stay low, forehead to the forearm, bend the left knee, catch the foot, pressing the quad into the mat. So the top of the knee is down. And as you press the knee down, the hip lifts towards the heel. And you're going to tone the pelvic floor, drop the tailbone, or slide the tailbone down towards your feet as the heel comes closer to the glute. And the quadriceps are a pretty big muscle. You really get a nice stretch here. We can hold it for a good amount of time before releasing all the way back down. And bring the hands underneath the chest. We'll come to a hands and knees. So just pressing up. We'll get a little bit more mobile, doing some standing postures as we move through the sequence. Let's take the body side to side. We've done a lot of what I would call ground up class. Start basically on your mat, do a lot of mat work, and then move into the standing postures. Let's go the other direction. And then just a cat-cow. Inhale, extension. Exhale, flexion. Inhale and exhale. Oh, that's the best. It feels so good. Pause. So we bring the back into a neutral position. Right arm's going to extend out. Thread the needle. So we're going to go right through left arm, right knee, and slide to the side of the head, shoulder. Pause there for a breath. Left hand supporting. And if you want, and you feel support here, you could bring the left arm all the way around. Okay, if that's hard on the neck, really, I'm pressing my head into the floor to stay out of my neck. I don't want to be too relaxed like this. Okay, so really opening that up. Feels especially good. Bring the left hand all the way back down. Slowly return the forehead to center of mat. Slide the right arm out. Come back up. Take a child's pose. Stretching the spine. Full, deep, and long. And back to hands and knees. Oh, this is powerful and good for your back. It's nice, easy, slow movement. Thread the needle, left arm coming through. Watch my right hand. I'm going to pop up onto my fingers and slide the arm bone back, shoulder blade in towards the spine, and the arm bone into the shoulder socket. So that's a great support here. I'm going to just stay here. For those of you who have necks that are strong, able, you could release that hand. So this hand is really giving me a lot of support right now. If I wanted to, or if you want, you can try bringing it all the way around to your back pocket, but not necessary. Let's use this time to really listen to your body. I'm really tuning into my low back today, sending it some love and support and breath and healing power. So we're here to heal ourselves, because that's the most powerful healing, is paying attention to what we need, our nutritional needs, our needs for water, our needs for love, our needs for compassion. And from hands and knees position, we'll turn the toes under and just bring the knees several inches off the ground. I'm lifting the sit bones towards the sky, and then I'm just going to press back like I'm pouncing and forward. So my knees stay steady, hinging at the hip, forward and back. Power in the shoulder, power in the legs. So we might be moving slow, but not and simple, but definitely not easy, is it? Pause right here, the hips way back. Now we straighten out the legs. Press your right heel to the mat as you bend your left knee. And this is called walking the dog, or referred to as walking the dog. Bend your right knee as you press your left heel. And switch with the breath. So on your inhale, you're pressing down. On your exhale, you're switching. Inhale, hold. Exhale, switch. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, hold. Inhale, switch. Yes, I switched the breath. That feels better to me. Inhale, switch. Exhale, hold. And take both heels down. We're going to separate the feet to the width of your mat. So you're taking a wide stance here. Walk your hands back, and I'm on my fingertips. So it's a slow walk. Now you can see right now my hips are right in line with the heel. I'm going to keep walking back until my hips are now cantilevered behind my heels, lifting the toes. So all the weight's in my heels right here. My arms are still stretching out forward, and then I'm going to use this as a chance to get traction and length in the sides of the body. Little bend in the knee, so it's not completely straight. The bend in the knee is here, and I'm opening up the posterior chain. That just feels so wonderful on the low back, and opening for the back side. Hold 3, 2, and 1, and then we release the cantilever. Bring the heel, keeping the heels wide. Sit back, elbow to the thigh. So I've got a flat back here. I'm going to bring the left hand to the right arm forward, working the quads. Inhale and exhale. Hold. And open to the side. Bring it all the way around. Straighten the legs into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Hips right above the knee, knees right above the ankle. And now the weight's more equally distributed between the feet. Bend the knees again. Keep your right hand down to the floor, and this time lift the left arm. So we're reaching in a flat back. Hold. 3, tone the belly. There's a little hammock sitting there. We can really push into the joints of the muscle, or the joints instead of the muscle. So push the feet, lift the belly, and then open to the side wall. Pull it all the way around, and a forward fold. Dangle the head. Do not dangle the arms. So keep the hands on something, either a block. So if you're not touching the floor, bring the block in. And yes, shake the head no. Bend the knees, bring the elbows to the knees again. Pause, because we're coming up slowly. Hands to the knees, and then gently roll the vertebra. Now we're going to go right back down. So the exhale is here. And a nice wave-like action. Inhale, I like to think of myself as a jellyfish in water. And they're so beautiful when they move, right? Delicate and flowing. So make this move very beautiful, delicate, flowing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come all the way to standing. This time, feet together, arms above the head. And we're full vessel mudra, Uttara Bodhi. So we've got the fingers crossed again, extending up to the sky. Exhale over to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. To the right again, right arm coming down. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Look up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, look down to the floor. Inhale, a little rotation through the waist. And exhale. And looks like something we did a little earlier at the beginning of class. And then come all the way back up. Utthaya Bodhi, straight up to the sky. Draw the ribs in. So you're looking inward and almost looking towards the navel here to get that connection of the rib and the hip pulling towards each other, and then extend straight up. Exhale over to the left. That is a lot of protection for your low back. Inner thighs squeezing, holding. And the back of the head again pressing into the hand, or at least, oh yes, I like that. Bend the elbow, take the hand behind the head and press back. Stretch overhead, inhale, looking at the ceiling. Exhale, looking at the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, looking down. One more time. Inhale, come all the way back to standing. From here, hands to the heart center. Let's take a few sun salutation variations. Actually, let's, yeah, we'll do that. Inhale. Take Utkatasana, seated. Powerful pose. Exhale. Float the hands back, lift the heels, and balance. Inhale, heels down, float the arms up. Exhale, arms back, float the heels up. Inhale, arms up, heels down. Exhale, heels up, arms back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Heels down, arms forward, back flat. So we're going to take a deeper bend. Hold 3. Hold 2. Pull the navel away from the thighs. Hold 1. Stretch it out long. Exhale, release. Lift the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step all the way back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward into plank. Exhale, knees and lower down, halfway chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. I'm going to keep that very low for my low back again. If you want to do it upward facing dog, you could certainly do that. Exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, top of the mat, back heel to the floor. So we'll take a first warrior, hugging the heels towards each other, back foot, front heel, and reaching the arms overhead. Inhale, interlace the fingers, the base of the skull, elbows wide, and press the head back into the hands. Again, we're opening the chest, not at the expense of the low back. So deeper bend here, less bend here. The way to do that is to charge the chest upward and pull the low belly in. Press through the outer edge of your back foot or lift it up. Charge the arms overhead. Exhale, release to the floor. Now hold the low lunge. We're going to twist it. Just bring the right arm all the way open. Extend the arm overhead. And to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come into the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, the knees could be on the floor if you'd like. Inhale, full upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg steps to the top of the mat. Back heel to the floor. So help yourself into that warrior one. So the back edge of the foot is pressing into the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. And I'm squaring the hips forward mostly. Okay, it's just a little bit slightly more open. The arms could hang out at the waist or take them overhead. And I'm going to interlace the fingers to the base of the back of the head and then push the head back. Open the elbows wide. Then elongate, stretching the side body. So just to slowly do this. I'm not taking the head back this way. Okay, I'm pushing the head into the hand. And the chin's coming back as it opens, right? Hold. One more breath. Release the arms to the sky. And exhale, both hands down. You could have a block here. So I'm not showing the block option, but blocks are your friend. Use the blocks. Rotate open to the right or to the left. And all the way down. Step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, chaturanga. This is our strength move. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll step the feet to the top of the mat. Using that pounce action, jump forward. Inhale to a flat back. Again, use the blocks or the shins, but don't dangle. We're not here with a flat back. It's hands firm on the shin or on the block. Exhale, drop in and down. Inhale, bend the knees, weight back in the heels. Come back into Utkatasana where we began, and then exhale, straight all the way up. Let's take that sequence one more time with some variations, and then we'll do some balancing. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, eye up onto the balls of the feet. The heels lift. Inhale, the arms forward, the hips back. And exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hand, jump or step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time the right leg will lift. So we'll take an inhale, extending the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, and rotate through the ankle. This is the second time we've had a chance to do some joint mobility in the ankle. Rotate the opposite direction. And then pull the knee all the way through, top of the mat. Spin the back heel to the floor. We're coming into a warrior one, and then opening into a warrior two. Exhale. So this is the add-on. Arms are straight out, level, and you're looking over the front finger. Deeper bend in the front knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, right back into warrior two. Let's do that again. Follow your fingers with your eyeballs. The hands come up. Inhale, we're looking up. Exhale, pause, hold here, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, side angle. Touch the floor. Inhale, reverse. Straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle. Yes, 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 yes. And hold 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend the front knee, take your hand to the waist, and just shift forward, lifting the leg. Balance. If you'd like, you can get a strong hold. The standing foot, bring your right hand to your heart. And then touch down. This could also be done with a block at any height. Good. And then Rotate through the hips, shoulders, bring both hands to the floor. Standing split. Step all the way back into a low lunge. And rotate finally back into our rotated low lunge. Our hand to the back of the head. I'm going to charge the back heel and the front elbow away from each other. Elongating through the side body. Exhale, both hands down. Step all the way back. Downward facing dog, and feel the energy that's coursing through the right side of the body. We're going to match that with the left chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So we start with the left leg elevated. Bend the knee and open the hip here. Rotate through the ankle. So we're not in any rush, no hurry. Our last set through. Step the left leg to the top of the mat. Coming into warrior one or first warrior. Open out to second warrior. So the gaze again out over the front fingers. And I'm almost getting parallel to the floor with the front thigh. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, pull the heels towards each other and your shin will bend forward. Push the foot away and your leg will straighten. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And reverse the warrior. So we'll hold here, pause, right hand down, left arm coming up and into a side angle. Exhale, the arm comes all the way over. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, side angle. Go a little deeper if you'd like. Inhale, reverse. Oh, yes, 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 that thigh is really burning, so straighten it out. Come right into Trikonasana. From here, there's a shift, rib forward, hip back, and possibly a crack, crack, crack. So the muscles are realigning themselves, or bones. Right here in Trikonasana, now we're going to go on a little adventure time. Hand to the waist, bend your front knee, push off with the back leg, hand to the block or floor, and we'll lift into half moon. So if I'm using a block, I'll bring the block about a torso's length away, and at whatever height makes sense for you. Okay, so you could place it down or all the way down. A little tone in the quadricep and a little bend in the knee can help you support the balance, and then really charge the leg. Energize. Make it straight, straight, straight. And if you'd like, top arm to the sky. Your gaze is everything. This is your balance. So if you're gazing, if your balance is good, and you want to challenge it, just move your gaze around. That will change things up. Right hand to the floor. Step all the way back. Giant step. Got a big leap to the back edge of the mat. And I'm in a low lunge. Right hand to the block or floor and rotate around. Take the left arm overhead. As you bend the elbow, place the hand behind the head. And again, get some deep extension going on through the side body. So that you're pulling the left hip back, the left elbow forward, and the head into the hand. Curling the upper torso. And release. Yeah, that should not be easy. Simple, not easy. Downward facing dog. If it were easy, everybody would do it, right? Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. To a seated position. So we'll take a seat, and I'm going to jump to or through the hands. So from here, Here's a little pounce action. Let me look at what time. Oh, yep, we are so done. Bring the feet all the way through to a seated posture. Extend the legs out in front of you, arms overhead. And we'll just take we've already done all our floor work, so we'll just take a quick release forward fold in Janu Shirshasana. So L shape, one leg's in, block underneath the knee for support if you need it. And I'm rotating towards the straight leg. Inhale, lift, exhale, forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then walk back up to center. Not nearly enough time for this elixir class, but you get the gist of it. And we're going to wrap the elbow around the knee and lift up through the spine, and then twist a little bit. Releasing the hip, releasing the low back. Inhale, exhale. And twist back to center. Well done today. Let's take the right leg out, left comes in. It's so fun to have this time together, to be online, live, Facebook, and through Zoom. Take it forward. And all that is necessary here is just the breath. Are you revisiting that tender area that you felt your body talking to you? Like, even put a hand on that area. How is it feeling now? Can we connect more fully with our body, with the sensation of touch? So we're not always jumping out of our body and going elsewhere. Just really stay present. Tune in. Pause. Breathe. Anytime in the day, you can take that 5-minute pause, breath when you feel anxiety coming up. It's just a simple process of simple, not easy, simple process again of just stop, bring your awareness to the area that's speaking to you, the feeling, the emotion, whatever it is. And then change the perception or manage it in a way that's not harmful and detrimental to you, but actually healing and helpful. When we feel the anger coming up and stirring inside, what do we do with that? Direct it towards someone else to relieve ourselves? That's not helpful. Or do we go inward and say, where is that anger really coming from? What's the underlying truth that I'm believing about myself or the situation right now that maybe is not the truth at all? How can I reframe or stay with the emotion in a healthy way versus a detrimental way? So that's my way of Linda's philosophy to you today. Let's take it forward. Full Paschimottanasana. And inward. And knowing an inward going. A forward fold. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently coming all the way back up. Lie on your back. Take Shavasana. Dim the lights. Cover your eyes. Make this very comfortable for your body. Arms out. And the floor here is not as cozy as I'd like. So I'd probably put a blanket underneath me. Extend the legs. Take a short, quick jiggle of the body by just tapping the toes. The heels are anchored, and then let it release and relax into the floor. Really melt. Use this time to draw inward. Use the stillness to find the depth of your own soul. Use the pause, meditative time to contemplate what just transpired and to hold all of that beauty, love that you gave yourself today now as one more experience to your benefit. Relax the jaw, relax the face, relax the torso, shoulders, arms, legs. Deeply and fully immerse yourself in a surrendering gesture to the earth. Relying on her abundance, her stability, strength, steadfastness, resilience. If she's nothing else, the earth is definitely resilient. How are you resilient in your own life? Ideally, you would take another 5 to 10 minutes just to rest in your Shavasana. I'll bring you out now if you'd like to stay. Great. But to come out, you pull the knees together, roll to one side, and take another pause. What are you grateful for? Acknowledge yourself in deep gratitude for what you have put forth in this time together. And slowly come to a seated position on your mat. tall and strong, with your intention set today, moving through life can always bring you to this grounding set point when things are beyond our control and going on outside ourselves. The inner self does not have to be in that same turmoil, but actually can pause. So we have the capacity of infinite intelligence, and accessing that in the state of mind and state of body that is in rest mode, rest and digest versus fight or flight. Fight or flight is that anxious or depressed modality that takes us out of present moment, where, just take a breath in this present moment. How am I? Is there a freight train coming? No, I am perfectly cared for in this moment. I have everything I need in this moment, and in this moment now, of everything I need to be happy and well. May you be happy and well. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, and all beings everywhere be happy and well. Thank you for your courageous examples today and for being with me on this journey through our practice. Namaste.